Alright, my name is Collier. I'm going to be talking a little bit today about what I learned this year in M100, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So first off, my social or cultural identity, definitely very important to me. I think recently we learned a lot about how culture has a big influence on this, and just the ways that not only the visual things that you see, say my race or my gender, my age, but also the way I grew up and what I've been around definitely has a big influence on my identity. I actually put a lot of weight in the way I communicate. I think that's very important, and specifically my interests. I have a slide here just talking about how much I love music and movies. There's a few here. You can find some of my favorite movies. That's my guitar up there. And just I think that really shapes a lot of who I am. I want to be kind of a creative person. I think it's really important to express yourself through media like this. And that's definitely something I've discovered about myself this year. A little bit about my strengths. So my 5 top strengths were communication, ideation, activator, futuristic, and adaptability. And I think I was able to this year really learn about myself and about how I can use these strengths to, in my future workplace, work as a team. I think having a group where strengths complement each other is very important. Not just everybody having the same strengths. I know we talked about that, especially when we were in our packs. And I really liked when we talked about our true colors. So I was actually really close between blue and orange. Blue ended up being my first, had a few more points when we took that quiz than orange. But when I went back to look through the slideshows, a few things about identifying as a blue really stood out to me. Definitely I feel like I can be caring, trusting, supportive when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my peers, and then even with the orange, I identified with some stuff there. Being easygoing, flexible, negotiating, I think is really important. And we definitely looked at how these true colors, they can also be perceived different ways by other people. An orange might see a blue a different way. A gold might see a blue different way. It's definitely important to have a variety there too. And recently, I guess, our communication style. I ended up being the Amiable communication style. And when I looked through the slides, I noticed the kind of descriptors here, where I actually found this graphic kind of detailing how to work with people with this communication style. It's a little interesting just how each person is different. When you're working with someone who has this amiable style, it's important to get to know them, right? Consider their perspectives. What I've been doing to get involved. So I am in the music theory club right now. That's been a big part of my identity. Meeting some people there has been really fun. And racquetball club, I've been talking to people in that since I'm in the class right now. It's been interesting to get to know some people in the club. Maybe think about doing that next semester. And I'm actually really looking forward to doing some volunteer stuff next year. I guess a little more specific, hoping to, in the later years, have some internship stuff too, but we'll see there. And then to kind of end off, I have some questions from the project. What makes my personal and professional identity unique and beneficial to the global economy? So when we talked about those 4 lenses that we view identity, I think it's really important that you communicate and in your workplace, opportunities that I'll take to get involved. So we just recently talked about that, but academic and career interests, something I didn't hit on as much. Definitely looking to keep my GPA up as much as possible. I know as a freshman, it's easy to just say that for the next 3 years, but it's definitely important to me. Career interests, I want to attend the career fair, get to know some local business people, and try to get my foot in the door some places. I think that's important. And then career interests that match my whole self, so my purpose or meaningful statement. I think it's definitely important to have meaningful work. I have big long-term goals. As far as short-term, that's where things kind of get muddy, but definitely long-term, I want to be able to have a creative job, something I can really step back and be proud of, and feel good about putting my name on it, right? Make a difference. Short-term, I definitely want to make sure I'm academically putting my best foot forward and setting an example for the people around me. I think that's really important. All right, thank you so much.